I was in grade school, my grandmother was very musical and insisted on buying a piano. It was my go-to thing. We would come home from school and I'd have my snowsuit on and take my mittens off and sit and play. It was something that was easy and enjoyable to me. As an adult, it's a nice escape. Even as a young child, I was a child of resilience and tenacity and gusto. So I never ever envisioned that I would be at a place that I would need anybody for anything. And I wouldn't have been through my process had it not been for the Crisis Center. October 2003, I had been dating a man I met online for a few months. I had been sick with a cold that week, and so he was coming over to bring me some food and comfort me. He came over to my home that evening, and he didn't leave until that next day. The evening was really an entire evening of torture. I was barricaded in my bathroom and held against my will and lashed at pretty severely. And then he stayed through the night, and he left that next morning, and I called the police. He was charged with 2 counts of rape, domestic battery, false imprisonment, and with a deadly weapon. When we were finished with the police reports, they told me that I should probably go and have an exam done. And the detective said, "I won't take you to an emergency room. I will actually escort you in my police car to this wonderful place that we have called the Crisis Center." Everything that's not physically part of you is collected as evidence, and everything that is part of you is groomed. But Molly Ray could not have been more gentle and kind and patient and explanatory, to just really honor and respect every part of you and know that her job is to find every speck of anything she can to make sure that the rest of this process was handled as delicately and as thoroughly as she possibly could have. The initial piece of the Crisis Center was therapy. Individual counseling sessions and group therapy open to anyone that wants to go. Part of Take Back the Night is a speak out, so we create a very warm, open space for people to heal and let out whatever they need to let out. And then every so many seconds we would ring a bell, noting how the frequency to someone being attacked. And so all the girls that did support group with me, we were all there together, kind of sharing in all of those roles. So skydiving. So Kelly Green was the guest speaker at one of my first Take Back the Nights. She's a national advocate and very well known for her advocacy work. She's a bit of a thrill seeker, so she created an event called Operation Free Fall, where you take a stance, a very high stance, against sexual assault. It has a multifold effect because you're a survivor, and so you're jumping out of a perfectly good airplane having no idea what's going to happen to you, and the adrenaline rush and then the release that comes with that, it's inexplainable. It's just a remarkable feeling. How many people know that in North Tampa is this beautiful facility that provides for so many kinds of services? Whether you're just an elderly person that needs a check-in, or someone that's about to have everything shut off and be evicted because you're going through cancer or you're facing homelessness, we all should know what that 211 number is, and we should know how to advocate for one another. And if we see something, push for it. 18 years later, I barely think about it. So I'm pretty grateful. Before the renovation, this was the entrance to the NEP office. So this is where the detective brought me in, and there was a waiting reception here. He sat here in the waiting area while Miss Molly Ray took care of the examination and everything that had to be done. Had we not had the Crisis Center, I know my life would be different. For Molly Ray, I don't know that I have words. My heart is so full of gratitude. I wish I'd cloned her 100 times over. I wouldn't be where I am without Molly, right?